Alright, hello everybody. This is Harvey Talks Prison here. Aussie Prison Stories wanted me to do a thing on Potosi on September 2001 and what happened in the prison then. So let's get it.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
First thing I want to do is congratulate JD Delay on 400,000. That is awesome, and I'm glad to consider him a friend and glad to consider him be part of his family. I got a suggestion from Adam of Aussie Prison Stories. He wanted me to talk about September of 2001. Well, I was in Potosi at that time. I got sent to Potosi for number 3, and I wasn't even involved in that, but I was implicated in it. Number 3 is dangerous contraband. They send you to higher level prison. I was in level 4 and they sent me to a level 5. Potosi is a punishment camp, and you got to start in the hole. You spend like 9 months there, then you work your way up. It's a step-up program. You get a little bit of your stuff back each time until you're finally in population. They move you from wing to wing, housing unit to housing unit, until you're finally in population. So that's what happened. Anyway, I've been there almost 2 years. And I was in, I think, 6B, if I remember correctly. And I got up and I just made me some coffee, some good old instant coffee. Rolled me a cigarette out of my top bag and turned the TV on. My cellie was awake. He has a TV, but he hadn't turned his on yet. He was just laying there in the top bunk. You know, takes him a little bit to get going. I didn't have my headphones on, so he's just kind of looking at my TV, and I'm glancing at it as I'm doing other things. I see the plane fly. Since I can't hear him, since I just turned it on, I'm thinking the news is doing something about, you know, a movie thing, talking about a movie or something. I said, "Did you see that?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "They must be talking about a movie or something." That said, same thing I was thinking. Put the headphones on, and it ain't long till I realized nobody really knows what's going on yet. Everybody's still kind of confused. You find out real quick it's not a movie. Wasn't long, here comes the second plane. They popped the doors for recreation. It was our time to go to the gym in the yard, so we went. The non-physical where they have TVs and stuff is like right across the hall from the gym. One of the staff recreation workers, you know, staff members, comes out and tells us another one had happened. Nobody's just not believing this. Well, Adams wanted to know if this caused anything to happen in the prisons or not. No, it didn't. Everybody was just kind of shocked, and believe it or not, everybody was pretty much on the same page. There might have been a few that wasn't, but everybody was pretty much, man, this is messed up. We need to get these guys and all this and that. You know, it just went on and on. You know, this is what. Even if I got transferred, which was only a few weeks later, but at the same time, my cousin in Germany had visited, and you know, he came before 9/11. He was visiting with my family and stuff, and when he's visiting me, I told him, I said, you know, why don't you act crazy in the airport when you're going back home? He goes, "No, man, I ain't taking a chance on getting arrested." He said that you really ain't watching the news and you're not online or anything. He goes, "Man, it's bad, you know." And he goes, "I'm kind of concerned about getting back, you know, the way it is. I don't want to do anything stupid." But no, nothing happened. You know, it wasn't like fights breaking out over it. There wasn't none of that, you know. I think there was a couple people saying, you know, that's what happens, you know, is bound to happen sooner or later. But most people was, you know, even the most hardcore person in there didn't care about nothing, was saying, man, this is messed up and we need to get these guys, you know. And then it did turn after about, I would say, a year or so. People started saying, you know, wait, you know, this, they was almost saying it was like an inside thing, you know, or at least that the government knew. A bunch of conspiracy theories going around, you know, about it, and a bunch of doubts about it, and this and that. They're not saying that it didn't happen. They're saying that there was more involved than what people was being told, you know. And even the news was portraying, you know, like George Bush was president at the time, and they was portraying, you know, they kept showing that scene where he was told when he was at this school talking to these children, you know, these young children, and the staff member comes and tells him the news. He just kind of just sits there like with a stunned look on his face, and everybody's saying, oh, you know, he didn't react in time and this and that. Well, maybe he didn't, you know, but I don't know. What I do know was the look on his face was one like, I can't believe this is happening. That's what I saw. That's neither here nor there. Potosi Correctional Center, PCC, which is weird. It's a punishment prison. You know, that's where you get major violations. That's where they send you. And you do 9 months in the hole. Most of the prison, there's 6 housing units, and only 2 of them are in population. The rest of them is the whole for the step-up program. The one hole is single-man cells, and it's long-term segregation. And then they had another housing unit 2, which was PC. And I always thought it was weird that they had PC. You know, the prison held like 800 people. 800 people. You got PC. Something ain't right about that. I mean, I've been in other prisons where they didn't have any PCs, you know, and they had a lot more people. It's just odd to me. And I know this is a little bit off from what I originally started talking about, but I want to just kind of give you guys an idea of the prison, you know. And it was originally, I think, made for 500, but they added more beds and stuff. But when I got there, I was in the hole for a long time, and I talked about this in other videos, Potosi Correctional Center, things that happened while I was in the hole, you know, things I agreed with, things I didn't agree with. I did not like that prison at all, you know, and like capital punishment is in general population, you know. It wasn't like when they was at MSP, the walls, and they had them in the basement, you know. Now they had them out there amongst you, you know. And I had 2 of them for cellies. Michael Worthington was the first one. You guys can look this up. And the second one was John Middleton. I think his name was John Middleton. And I think both of them are gone now, if you know what I'm talking about. But that's all I got for you today. And Adam, I hope this answered your questions that you had about what happened during that month and on that day and everything, and afterwards, the aftermath. I hope it answered your questions, and if you have any more questions, you know where to reach me. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Leave a comment. We'll see what you guys think about this, and where were you when this happened. And I thank you. We are reaching for the stars, but we're